This is Colors Party The Roll Up End. It's a fighting game. It's the third in its series, and it's a fun one. If I were to describe how it plays, I'd say the closest is probably a French bread game, but that's not a perfect comparison. This game has a lot of stuff going on, including some mechanics that really help its characters feel a little distinct from each other. And it's also got pretty simple inputs. Everything is a quarter circle or a double quarter circle. I think this game is cool, and I'm going to talk about it. A couple of things I would like to get out of the way. This game does have training mode. It is a selectable stage. Unfortunately, that means I will more or less be on this stage the entire video. It's not terribly visually interesting, but it is the way it is. The other thing is that this game, according to the wiki, which does exist, and I will have linked in the description, I am taking a lot from it. It was very helpful. Runs at 100 frames per second. I am not really someone who would trust myself to verify that. I suspect it is the case. I do know of other 2D Fighter Maker games that also supposedly run at 100 frames per second, but take that as you will. In terms of buttons, this game has 3, light, medium, and heavy, and then one unique button. It's got 3 inputs. Back is a shield that costs meter, forward is a roll, down is a short hop. Throws are done with forward and heavy. There's only one throw in this game, and most characters, but not all, can combo off of them. Characters also have gatlings, so you can do something like that. And most, but not all, characters can do something like that and cancel their sweep into a launcher. In terms of movement, the game is pretty standard. You can walk, you can run, you can air dash in both directions, you can double jump, you can backdash. You can also move before the round starts. Let's talk about defense real quick. Defense in this game is pretty simple. There is a guard gauge. It goes down by blocking. There's also a shield. This blocks everything and doesn't decrease the guard gauge, but costs meter. 2 on activation and 2 if it blocks something. Anything that you block from there and counter hit will be a counter hit, forced. It's pretty decent. You can also consume guard meter to do a reversal. Every character has one of these. They are all unique. And there is also just defending in this game. It is more or less just a standard just defend. Knockdowns are also a thing in this game. There are hard knockdowns and there are soft knockdowns. You can air tech and you can ground tech by pressing a button. One other important thing about the universal reversals is there is a special counter state that is on some heavy buttons and on those reversals that forces things to be fatal counters. So some heavies and some other normals can get a fatal counter instead of a regular counter, but everything that punishes a reversal will be a fatal counter. Once you hit roughly 33% health left, you will enter Awakening mode. This gives you half meter, starts filling your meter automatically, and activates Guts. There is another mechanic called a Hope Cancel. It is done by pressing the shield button during a normal, and it's basically a Roman cancel. Aside from that, you can also spend meter on supers. Your meter does not persist between rounds and goes up to a maximum of 100. Both supers and Hope Cancels cost half of it. This game also has a burst. It is done by pressing the shield and roll and short hop button while getting hit. The damage meter in the corner is your burst gauge. If you look above the characters' names and health bars, you'll notice there are 2 colored boxes. These are unique skills. Every character has 2. In order, these are EX moves, max supers, which is a super that costs your entire super meter, the super cancels, which means you can cancel a special into a super, passive meter outside of Awakening, which means you get meter constantly. It does not stack with the Awakening meter. The inability to be counter hit aside from fatal counters, a triple jump, guard crush, which looks like that, extra meter in Awakening, which fills your meter in Awakening, extra attack power when awakened, and an install that replaces hope cancels. These are not distributed evenly. A couple of them are only properties of a single character. I like these. I think these are a fun way to differentiate characters mechanically. But a game isn't just its mechanics. The characters also matter. So, what are the characters in Colors Party like? Well, here they are. Okay. Up first, we have Sky, who's kind of a Pixie-esque character. You got a lot of mobility tools. You got this, you got that. Your reversal is this. It's an invincible dash. You can cancel it out of your run. And skill-wise, you have air dash canceling and super canceling. This character is fairly basic, all things considered, but I think your probably best tool is this assist special because it is a very active set play tool, potentially. Second up is Spica, who is kind of the closest thing the game has to a Shoto. You got fireballs, you got that, that's your kind of Tatsu. You got this dive kick. Your reversal is this DP. You get a combo off of that on counter hit, by the way. In terms of skills, she has EX moves and can't be counter hit. She is pretty basic, and while she doesn't have an assist, she does have this move, which functions exactly like one. This is Poople. Poople seems like she's probably a powerful mix-up character. She's also got some pretty good pokes. This is her reversal. It is a parry that gives you a combo on hit. In terms of skills, she has air dash canceling and a max super, of which hers is very good. I think you can probably use this as a whiff punish, and it does like half life. She's got, again, like I said earlier, pretty good mix-ups. This is an overhead. This is a low. This special is a low, and this is a special cancelable overhead that combos into the low on hit. She also got a really good throw. So, you know, she's got pretty scary offense. She's also got some other more interesting tools, like this fireball. You can control its angle, but it seems really bad because it's just kind of slow. There's this, which you can probably use to counter zone or in some combos or Oki setups. And finally, there's this assist, which is just a combo on hit. Scales a little, but it's pretty good. This is Shimo. Shimo has a unique skill, which is triple jump. It seems okay, but probably is pretty good on this character specifically. And max supers. Shimo's reversal is this, and it just freezes you and gives you a combo. Shimo is kind of a Zoner-esque character. You got this projectile. It's got a follow-up, but that follow-up is not exactly the most consistent. It only works at certain ranges. You've got this. This is a big, low, full-screen projectile. You got that thing. That is a tracking attack that doesn't quite track full screen, but it's pretty close. And you got this guy, which is a buff that increases the damage of your supers. Speaking of supers, this one's pretty good. Gives you a combo in the corner and at certain ranges. Also of note is air fireballs. You can dash cancel these on hit, which seems like a potentially very scary high execution combo tool. March here is a brawler. This character actually has a unique skill. You see that chance meter there when it gets full? Instead of doing a hope cancel, which this character cannot do, you get that. Quarter circle forward D. This is a little install. It costs no meter, and it increases your damage for a little bit. Other than that, this character has a guard crush. In terms of reversals, it's this. It's a slow, stubby armored attack. It's not great. You also have these specials. The heavy one, the overhead, acts like a Rekka, and you can cancel it into the other two. You've got this super. It's really good, and it combos into itself, and then you get half-life. This character is pretty basic, but seems pretty good. This is Lack. Lack is a brawler with surprisingly good combo utility. In terms of skills, he can't get counter hit, and he's got this guard break. He's got this punch move, which if you press back during it, it gets on hit of armor, and it's got a wall slump instead of just a normal knockdown. His reversal is this. It's a stubby armored move that you can combo off of. But by far, his best feature is his forward super. That's an extremely suboptimal combo. It did like 40%, I think. This is Ray. He is this game's dedicated grappler. In terms of skills, he can't get counter hit, and he's got a max super. I've started this in the corner because I wanted to show his running bear grab. This puts you in the corner from basically anywhere, and you can combo into it. It's pretty good. He can combo into a lot of things because of this move. It's a stagger, and you can do something like that and get like 33%. He's pretty scary in terms of combo damage and in terms of grabs. So you might be wondering, where does he lack in this? Is it his movement? He's got a step dash, but he's still got that air dash, and he's still got the roll. So he's not that much worse than the rest of the cast. His reversal isn't great. It's a parry. If it parries something, you do get a combo, but it's nothing really all that special. This is Sengoku. She seems interesting. Her two skills are max meter in Awakening and EX moves, which are pretty synergistic. She has this reversal. It's a parry. It is a grab on the ground and does change if it counters an airborne move. Her main move is her paper cranes. Not that one, though. Not light. It's medium. This seems like a potentially very good setup tool to make you hold mix-ups. Unfortunately, this character just kind of doesn't have a lot of mix-up options. There is the EX version, which is even better in that regard, but your only real mix-up tool on the ground is throw, which is good, to be fair. We also have two guest characters in this game. The first one here is Shink. She is from Emblem of Red, and this is just a look at the game she is from. Anyway, in Colors Party, this character's two skills, to start with those, are a max super and air dash canceling, and her reversal is a DP. She is a little different. She's got these fireballs. The B one is dash cancelable, which is okay. She's got this move, which you can loop in the corner for pretty good damage, and she's got this, which is basically the same thing, but in the air. I feel like I should mention that her throw does have some jank. When you're facing left, you cannot combo off of it, but when you're facing right, you sure can. I don't know why this is, but it is the way it is. There is another guest character as well, Miu from Estimated Process. This game is probably lost media. This is about all I can find was this review and this just random web page that briefly talks about it. The download is gone. It is linked on both pages, but it doesn't function. And this page specifically says that it has been since October of 2009. I looked through the Wayback Machine. There is not an archive download that works. As far as I can tell, this game is probably lost. There is another game from the same devs. I don't have any footage of it. It doesn't really work on modern machines. There's a good chance that if I did, I may not have been able to show it. I think it is pornographic in nature. That is just based on what I could find about that game. Consider this an open request to see if anyone can find the game or why it just never got a functioning download past October 2009. I'm very interested in it, and I would like to know more. Gameplay-wise, Miu's two skills are EX moves and automatic meter gain. Her reversal is this thing. It is very invincible and sends the opponent full screen. You can use it to start a combo in the corner. Other than that, she's kind of a Shoto. She's got this fireball. It has a lot of cooldown despite having no assist moves. She's got this. It's basically a dash attack. You can maybe use it to low crush, but I don't know how good it is at that. She's also got this command grab that seems really good. It's got a really good launch on it. Her EX Fireball does this. It just is an install that gives all of your heavies and mediums an extra hit, which seems like it might be potentially good, but I'm not entirely sure of how. Sei here is a kind of interesting character for a couple of reasons. First is that you've got Max Super and Full Meter and Awakening, which is an extremely scary combo. And the second is that you have a weird bespoke mechanic that hardly affects anything. That weather thing under your character icon changes like kind of at random, and what weather you are in affects your specials. So this fireball and your reversal are affected by sunny weather. Basically, just what this does is more damage. Lightning affects this and this super. Clouds affects this special, and rain affects all of your assist moves. This is weird, and there may be some ways to route around it, but like I said, I think this is RNG, so it's not reliable and basically boils down to something that means you do extra damage sometimes. Next, we have Kaneko. Kaneko, despite having a gun, is a fairly aggressive character in terms of skills. She has EX moves and can air dash cancel. She's got this gun. This is kind of a poke and combo ender. She's got this. It's command grab. It's pretty good, actually. But most interestingly is her back assist. It's that. It's a kind of slow attack. You can cancel it with an air dash. This is the best way I can explain it is I think this is a move that is either broken or terrible, and there is no in between, and I am enthralled by it. Lou here is a character, I'm going to be completely honest, I do not think I understand. You've got some big normals, this weird pokes projectile that hits low. This is a Rekka. You got this command normal, which is big. Your skills are max super and SPF, which that super is actually pretty good. It does a lot of damage and is huge and covers the entire screen. But other than that, you've also got the weirdest reversal in the game. It's an install that has a guard point. If you use the guard point, you can dash cancel it, and it makes your specials do more damage. I really do not know what to make of this character. Could be strong, could be weak. Kind of odd. Presto is this game's second gun character. She shares a lot of normals with Kanako, but they play pretty differently because they use the gun in completely different ways. Presto has an ammo feature and can actually shoot it at mid-range, and more importantly has this weird like almost Unchain-like system with her medium buttons. You have several follow-ups. Pressing down gets you that, pressing forward gets you that, pressing back gets you that, and pressing medium gets you that. You can do these several times and they're all special cancelable. It's a pretty interesting thing, but it's not great. Also, she's got that move, and her reversal is a parry that stuns, and it is a projectile, but you can block it at range, and it doesn't consume a bullet. This is Red. He's this game's Rekka character. In terms of skills, he has super cancels, and he can't get counter hit. His reversal is this. It's a dash with the guard point. It's pretty whatever. His main gimmick is that. He's got that bar under his life bar, or under his character icon, rather, and you can cancel his specials into each other. It fills the bar. You can get about 3, and then you get an ender. He's also got some nice full screen options. This thing is his assist. It's not quite full screen, but it is potentially nice as a counter zoning option. And even better than that, he has this thing, which you can combo off of at close range. This is Usami. I think she's meant to be a zoner. She's a little limited. She's got this fireball and this thing and the air spin. In terms of skills, she's got EX moves and bonus meter and awakening. Most notably, this move, EX Airspin, does absurd damage and juggles, so that's pretty good. This special is alright assist-wise. Her reversal is this. It's terrible. It's slow. The meteors are even slower, and it's not even immediately invincible. It's one of the worst in the game. At least that super is pretty okay. This is Katz. He is kind of a quick, agile character. His combo game is terrible. In terms of skills, he has a max super and air dash canceling. He has one of the worst throws in the game. This side switches and you can't combo off of it. His reversal is a counter. The wiki says you can combo out of it, but it's not very easy to do. In terms of specials, he's got this thing, which kind of functions like, Hulk tackle, but bad. And this command grab. He's also got this damage install, but it's, again, not great because at most ranges, when you're trying to do something, you can't combo off of a bunch of his attacks. This is Reen. Her two skills are EX moves and SP up. Her reversal is this parry that gets you a combo on hit. And she's Johnny, more or less. She's got this weird spin move, and this is her one assist special. It's a pretty decent projectile. But other than that, she's got Mistfinders. You can charge these, and you can teleport off them for the cost of one of your little icons, which you can get back by throwing the coin. This is range. He's sort of like what would happen if you replaced a Shoto's Tatsu with a Rekka. He's pretty basic. He's got, in terms of skills, EX moves, and he can cancel specials into supers. This is his reversal. It's a DP you can combo off of. He has this overhead command normal, and that throw, it is the easiest throw to combo off of. And he's also got extremely meter-efficient combos that do really good damage. This character seems pretty good. This is a Tilto. He is a setup zoner kind of character. He's got some potentially very cool tools that could let him be extremely nasty. In terms of skills, he has a guard break, which he is potentially a very good user of, and he can't get counter hit. He's also got this weird thing with his heavies where you can press them up to 3 times to get more hits. This only applies to jumping and standing heavy, but it's not great, I don't think, because you lose the ability to special cancel them if you do this. So, I don't know. He's got beams, light, medium, super. But most importantly, he has grenades. These are really good. You can set them up on a knockdown pretty easy. And then you get mix. And that potentially includes Guard Crush. Yellow is this game's Faust. He's got a charge attack and SP up, and that charge attack synergizes really well with his item toss, which is not random, it's a set order. And one of them is Meteors, which obviously synergizes really well with that. He's also got this poke, this beam, which does stupid damage, a command grab that you can combo off of, and a full screen low, or almost full screen low. And last and honestly kind of least, we have Shiwas. This character seems kind of limited. You have passive meter gain and super canceling. Your reversal is a bad DP that you cannot combo out of without counter hit. She's got this weird projectile, this weird command normal. Neither of them is very good. This hits low, except the air version, which doesn't hit low, and that's like the one good thing. That thing is okay. It fatal counters, and you can use it to end air combos. She's also got this move. It's weird and seems almost pointless. I thought about talking about the other games here, and I actually had some of it scripted. I decided against it because I wanted to keep this a little more focused, but I think it's worth playing this. This game is the most polished one. Those ones are also interesting, but for other reasons. If you think this game sounds interesting, give it a shot. You might really enjoy it. I think it's worth going out of your way to play.